With plenty of hours in Starfield at the moment, let's take a look at some common mistakes that new spacefarers make. Hey there Explorer, I'm Doodleman149 again, and today I'll be taking you on a guided journey through the top 5 mistakes that I, and probably many other new spacefarers, have made in Starfield. So let's hop into this. The first mistake is one that I actually made myself for a few levels. I did not get boost pack training right away. Not only did I not pick a background that gave me this skill, I also wasn't able to understand why my pack didn't seem to do anything. So before too long goes by, make sure you get yourself at least the basic boost pack training, Explorer. It'll help you navigate planet surfaces with ease while also giving you options in combat as well. The second mistake I'd warn you against may only be useful for a certain group of explorers, but I think everyone can manage it. Don't forget to always have a cutter with you. I still have my cutter from the start of the game, and let me tell you why it's useful. When wandering a planet's surface, you'll frequently come across minerals that you may need for upgrades, and the cutter is the fastest way to directly get those minerals. If you aren't a crafter or a builder, then having a cutter is still useful, as it's the only weapon that you can use in scan mode, and while it isn't strong, it's useful for both funny kills and for saving ammo on some weaker enemies who happen to surprise you. The third mistake I've noticed plenty of people make is saving to buy a ship. Ships in Starfield can be rather expensive, and the ones you buy may not exactly fit what you need them to do. Sure, you can modify the ships after you buy them, but what I did was simply modify the Frontier, delete all of its parts, and start building the Indomitable from scratch. It's borderline just as expensive, or even less expensive, than buying a pre-built ship, and it can be tailor-built to your specific design and requirement needs. Don't buy, build instead. While this next mistake is probably one most of us can avoid, I know there's some people out there who will fall for it. Do not strictly rely on item rarity. We've all seen the color variety associated with higher quality weapons, white for common, purple for epic, gold for legendary, etc. However, what you really need to look for here is the stats specifically. You can very easily come upon an epic or legendary item or weapon that simply is not better than what you currently have. The current Maelstrom I'm using is common, but it deals 43 damage per hit. I've found legendary Maelstroms that do significantly less damage than that. Same goes for gear. I've had my mercenary spacesuit for a while now, and while it is epic, it still dwarfs the quality of the legendary mantis suit and some others that I've found and sold already. Always check the stats, don't fall for the shiny colors. And now for my final mistake to avoid. Please do not ignore your ship's inventory. While I went into this in my top tips for beginners in Starfield video, check that out when you're done here, I'll reiterate this point yet again. If you come back from a big loot haul taking out spacers and other assorted baddies and you got tons of loot, just toss whatever you can into your ship's cargo hold and just leave it there. When you're ready to sell, every vendor has a Sell from Ship Inventory tab where you can then sell the loot you carefully stowed away. This isn't like older Bethesda RPGs, you don't have to hold all the goodies you want to sell on your person. Let your ship lend you a hand with that. So that's all I got for today, Explorers, my list for the top 5 mistakes that new spacefarers frequently make. Are you guilty of any of these? Are you just too good to have even considered these blunders? Was there anything I happened to miss? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you're all enjoying the game so far, and I hope it's everything that you wanted it to be. So with that, be sure to keep an eye out for my future Starfield content, like and subscribe for more. I've been your guide, Doodleman149, and I'll see you again, sometime, somewhere, amongst the stars.